Okay, so I am here in the basement of our home build. They started finishing the drywall down here. This is getting a finished basement. By the looks of this, we're approximately on the second to last coat. Could be, perhaps that might have been the last coat. So all of the seams here you can see have been taped, finished. As they've gone through, the seam here has gotten wider and wider as they've gone. So those seams there started out as a 6-inch, just a taping coat. That's widened out to actually feather that joint back into a flat wall. All the screw heads have been hit. We can see, like in this area here, we have an outside corner where a corner bead was applied. That has been finished, so that finished up that corner of drywall. Over here you can see more finish applied to all the seams. Little touch up around an electrical outlet. Here you can see this part here. That seam is much wider. That is because that is a butt joint where two factory edges came together that were not tapered. Therefore, we have to feather that out much further than a typical joint. So that way we produce a flat wall, feathering that out much further. A lot of times that may actually get feathered out to almost 2 feet wide, like this butt joint down here you can see, much wider. Over here we have one of the posts from the steel lolly column helping to support the basement beam. You can see that's been wrapped in drywall. The framing around it has been covered. Corner bead, all of that has been finished. As I make my way around, you can see the drywallers have their stilts here so that they can walk around on these and do all of their high work. There's another set of stilts there. Over here, make my way over, there's a small scaffold, a typical sanding sponge. So this is what you typically will see when you have to do any hand sanding. That tapered edge right there makes it convenient for getting in the corners. Over here we have a sanding pole that you can run along on the higher spots that you normally cannot reach, or you can simply just use it for the wall. As you can see, the head on there has a bigger surface area than that sanding sponge, so you can cover more area faster. There's a bucket of joint compound right here. That one there actually has a purple lid on it. So with that purple lid, that is telling you that that is a mid-weight joint compound. So yeah, this one down here is pretty much about ready for paint. I would say in the next day or two this will be painted. So this project's moving along pretty nicely, and the finish is pretty nice as well. Here you can see this is what it looks like as a chase for an electrical outlet and some data information there, cable lines or data lines for internet and so forth. You can see some of the duct work. Now this basement will be getting a drop ceiling, so but pretty soon it'll look like what you're used to seeing in your house.